Hello everyone, this is Inayat Mir with my Linux CentOS installation and configuration video. This is a very simple and straightforward video in which you are going to download this ISO for Linux Centro 7 from centro.org/download. So this will be a big download, but I did not go through all in my video, but I have some screenshots here. You care about only your CentOS 7. So this will take a while for installation, depends on your environment, how long it takes, but it is a very straightforward, free installation. You can have this ISO available into your local computer and save it somewhere, and then you can use any kind of virtual environment. So I am using a Hyper-V. You can use VMware workstation, you can use VMware, you can use VirtualBox from Oracle, but again I am using only here Hyper-V because I have already installed. Now I have placed my ISO in to my local drive. So first you go create a new virtual machine, give it a name. I will leave generation 1 and I will also add memory right over here. We don't need to have a big amount of memory, so I'm using 1 gigabyte, connecting with my one of the physical network cards, so we can go online, connect with the network. I am using a default S drive location for my VHD and using a 100 gigabyte room for my hard drive, or space for my hard drive. So once you click next, you have multiple options here to install operating system from which drive. So I don't have DVD, but I do have my ISO. You can browse to ISO. Once you browse to ISO, locate where you saved it, then you just click on open. So ISO is loaded with your Linux operating system. So you see now the result of this new virtual machine creation. Once this is done, you are good to go. If you want, you can rename your virtual machine. This is actually a just a pointer for your Hyper-V. So this is not actual host name of your computer. So you will see later on, but I'm using here RedHat Linux because this is a part of RedHat Linux. So now you can connect by right clicking on your new virtual machine, or you can click on the start button. Once you click on it, it will reboot. Once it reboots or boots up, it will pick up the ISO where you see that your CentOS is available in ISO format. So I am starting up my PC. I am reading the information from my ISO. This is a little bit time taking scenario here, but I am going to use a fast forward, so you don't have to watch what I am going through or what I am watching. So simply once you go through this, you will see multiple options on the way. So but you have to wait until you go through this all. So installer is going to start now. Once you see this screen, by default you have English United States selected. Read carefully if you are in the United States and click on next. Now you can set up your keyboard, which is US English, and you also can set up your installation destination. Here I am going to explain to you that for destination or software configuration option, I am going to choose GNOME desktop right over here. This is a basically known as or pronounced as GNOME, which is a graphical user interface and set of computer desktop applications for users of Linux computer operating system. So we will continue. Also I will select, once I select my GNOME desktop, then I am able to select other options from the right side, which is now for me is a development tool, so I selected that one as well. So this was my software selection. Now this is my destination, which I have a 100 gigabyte hard drive, so I have selected that one. You also can choose your root password, which you have to remember that. Don't forget that password, very important. You also can create a user which you can set as an administrator. So I am setting up my root password first, then you can click on done on the top left side. Now you can create a new user. So I am using here my own name to create a user. So make sure you make this user administrator. So my login name could be my username EMEER. The password has to be complex, so read the instructions for the password set. So once you set up the password, then you can click on the top left side button, done. So two important things which we went through now. Now you have to look at the bottom left side, so where it says that installing GNOME user information or desktop installation. So this process may take about 40+ minutes. It depends on the environment. You may not go for this long, or you may go much longer than that. Again, all depends on the environment, because you have to go through 1433 different installations or different pieces of installation. So I am going through this one, but I am not going to let you watch all of this. I am going to do a fast forward. Once this all completes, meanwhile you can watch around what's going on. I had this all paused. Now I am up to 1000 steps done, or setup steps done. I am going all the way now. Everything is now completed here. We are going through the performing the post installation setup, which is now completed. So what it will require is a reboot. So now you have to reboot this newly installed operating system, and this machine you have to basically this is a brand new machine which I just provisioned. Now I'm rebooting. So now these are all normal options for rebooting this operating system. So again, you have to go through this all. I'm going to do the fast forward. So first I have to go and accept the license terms. Very important. You can accept license terms, right clicking on the licensing information. Once you say I accept the license agreement, and then you can click on the top left, done. Now you can look at your network and host name. I am not going to change my host name right now, just showing you that how you change it. Later on I will change maybe while I'm with you, or maybe offline, but I will change the host name by default. Whatever you see here, I will leave it alone as it is. Now the next step will be, again, once you click on OK or done, and it's gonna go move on to the next step. So this will take few seconds to go through, and it will go through to the next step where you have to go through again with your login information. So now you have to choose the root password or the user account password what you had selected in the previous step. So now I'm using my username, so not the root but username. Now you can see a GUI desktop. So this is my installation. Installation has been completed. So we can move on to do a few more things on this newly installed Linux CentOS. Now you have to go through a few more steps. Select your keyboard typing, English US, that's good, and you can read this privacy location service information and click on top right side now to the next. Here I am going to skip for now here. for my online account. Now we are done actually, so it is good now, because this all took a while for installation, but not for the video was a fast forwarding. Now you can see the getting started screen. You want to watch few videos here, definitely you can go and watch your videos. I will show you my network configuration. Here you have a login account. This is my name here. You can log out if you want. You can go and look at the help section. You can look at the places section. You can look at the applications where you can see your favorites and a lot of other options and settings and networking and printers. So you highlight and look at it. If you want to go to your command line, so this is known as a terminal, so we will go and that is under your system tool. You can see terminals under your system tools, or you can go straight on the top favorite option where you can see terminal. So once you go into your terminal, this is your command line, and if you want to get out from it, type exit, and once you type exit, and you are gone and you are outside now. So here you are going to actually look at your other options to edit your network. So I will show you a couple of commands how you can actually do that one, and I will also help you to have some explanation about this section. So how you can edit your network cards, your IP address. So this is the way you have. I have configured this very quickly from the back end, but I'm showing you my IP address, what I have configured, and you have to check those automatically connected, available to all users. Here you can go back and you review those things. You can also change your host name right from this screen here. Set system host name, activate a connection, and you click on OK, and you can click on quit once you are done. So that's mean you are good actually to go and you can see your information about your network connection. So here I am going to show you the section where you are looking at a couple of commands. So here you have nmcli space d, that is your network manager client interface, which you have right now. Let me explain to you that which nmcli is a command line tool for controlling network manager and reporting network status. It can be used to create, display, edit, delete, activate, and deactivate network connections, as well as control and display network device status. The second command I'm using under it, that nmtui. nmtui stands for Network Manager Text User Interface, which is a Linux administrator type of command. You have got various tools to use in order to configure your network connections, such as this one, which is nmtui for Network Manager with GNOME graphical user interface, and of course nmcli network manager command line tool. So these are the couple of tools which I used to bring up my edit windows for hostname editing and for your network connection editing. So you can briefly look at again if you want to take a look on that section, but that is where you look at the information about your configuration of your network. So once you apply that one, you have to reset your password. So you have to use system ctl restart network. So now you have to put your password. You are able to look at IP again. You have to just type the command to look at your IP address, and you will see here your IP address available. Our command is IP space ADDR, and the network IP I selected here 192.168.1.109 with the default gateway and subnet mask as well. You are able to go to online as well. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.